In my butt, you heard me. Alright, we sound good. So I've been selling thrifted stuff online for probably the better half of 2 years, and I can confidently say that in those 24 months there have been 0 months where I haven't made a mistake that I face palmed about later. And I figured, instead of, well, you're still going to make these mistakes, trust me, it didn't make sense now, but you are still going to make these mistakes, but hearing it from me, hopefully you catch yourself sooner. So let's go ahead and start off hot. Someone from every niche can relate to this one. I usually sell clothes and electronics, but literally, I saw a girl take a picture of a teacup on a piece of printer paper the other day on TikTok. Your picture set up. Dog. Your picture set up? My picture set up. For the first year, that shit was ash. You ready? Black tablecloth. Black. Insane. Tacked to my wall, right? A lamp on one side and another lamp on the other. And I knew that my pictures looked like shit. I did. But instead of reinvesting the money that I was getting off of eBay into probably, in my opinion, one of the most important aspects of reselling, I was trying to go buy more inventory just because, it's fun. And buying stuff that, is essential, we need this stuff, we dead ass need this stuff. It's not fun to buy that kind of stuff. It's a lot more fun to go waste money at Goodwill on inventory that's not going to sell. Anyways, this is me back then. So, if you don't have a good setup, like station, guarantee you can absolutely change the way that your listings come across to someone with a lighting kit. I mean, I didn't end up buying if you go on Amazon and type studio lighting kit, whatever, it pops up the $50, $60 ones, Sky Dog or whatever the fuck. I got a newer kit just because I've used newer lights before. The light I have up here is a newer light, so I already knew that they were good, and I already have batteries for them and stuff, so I figured I would just stick with that. But the lights came in, and surprisingly, my pictures were way better. Way better. Some shit that I would see when I'm going and shopping on eBay. I went through a period of studying a lot of the top sellers on eBay, especially the ones in my niche, like clothing especially. If you look at a top rated seller's page or just a page with a lot of good feedback, their pictures will make you want to buy the clothes. You won't even want to buy clothes. You see their pictures, and now you want to buy this kind of, shirt that you would never even wear in the first place. I compared Ralph Lauren, Polo. Me and you, we're selling a polo button-down long sleeve, $15-20. That's me and you. Them? Minimum 35. I've seen a normal polo that other comps are going for 18, 16. I've seen, and then you just see one page, 37. What the fuck? But then I went and looked, and it wasn't their title was crazy. It wasn't that it was the pictures. Their pictures were just so good that you would feel like you're buying it from a retail site. Like, I feel like good pictures can honestly put in the same amount of trust as like 20,000 feedback. You know what I'm saying? And no, you cannot use pictures you Google. Don't do that. Please don't be that guy. I don't know if you can get taken down for that, but I think that's possible. But even if you couldn't, bro, that's stupid. Just don't do it. When you're taking pictures of something, you're trying to show the buyer your item in its truest form, but in the most tasteful way. You don't have to go like overboard, like staging it, but I found that with clothing, at least, flat lay is the only way to go. Flat lay, my previous setup was a hanger on the wall, or a nail on the wall I'd put hangers on, and I would only be able to take pictures of 5 items before I'm drained. Like, drained. I don't know why. But the flat lay, I have it elevated so that it's like right here. I'm laying it. I'm not even really arching my back like that. I take the picture right here. And with that, you know, I have it's a thrifted rug that I have on my like piece of wood. I want to change it to like carpet or something, because I think that definitely looks better. That's like the kind of shit that these people I'm telling you about use. But if you are selling clothes and you're really trying to scale and like challenge yourself and push yourself to take pictures of 10, 20 items a day, a flat lay will save your back, especially if you're a little heavy. You're a little big. I'm telling you, my back would be killing me. And I wasn't even, you see people doing it on the floor. I watched a TikTok of this dude. He had a stack of 30 pieces. And he said, alright, let's see how fast I can do these. This is what he was doing for, I think he said like an hour and a half, which is low-key kind of impressive. And it was a time lapse. And it was just... like, that hurt my back just watching the video. Anyways, I'm not going to keep hammering y'all. That is probably like my biggest one on this list. Just because a good setup, bro, will cost you total $120. Like, it is the cheapest, most effective thing that you can do for your business. And also with titles, if you aren't already using ChatGPT for your titles, I can make a video on that. I can make it real quick. It's super simple. Make sure your titles are 80 characters. Learn about keywords if you don't already know keywords for your niche. For example, clothing, preppy, gothic, biker. Just stuff that if this person is looking at stuff like leather jackets, and I have this hat, if I put biker or moto or Harley, he has a chance to see my hat. Next up, another big one. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of sucked it up the first year coming back. I'd been doing it in the past, but I was just doing electronics, and me learning clothes was fucking rough. Buying too much inventory. Especially in the beginning, my mindset was I have 20, 30 listings, and I'm only getting a sale every 5 days. So the way to fix that is definitely getting 20 more items so I can sell 2 items a week, and then 20 more so I can start selling 3 items a week. That is not how it works, and I didn't learn that until I was already like 200 items deep, still just getting 1 sale a week. It's because you're buying shit inventory, bro. Which, if you're just starting out, it's okay, but just know you might think you're ready. You know Polo, you know Peter Millar, bruh. Honestly, if I see Polo or Peter Millar and it's not like good Polo or Peter Millar, I'm not picking it up. And those are like the two biggest names when I was learning clothes. So even though you think you're ready, you're probably not. In the beginning, I would go to Goodwill. I'd be like, alright, I'm gonna hit the shoes, I'm gonna hit the jeans, and then I'm gonna dip. 30 minutes, maybe 45. I would leave that store 2.5 hours later, hitting everything. Buggy, maxed out. I go up to the register, workers wanna fucking die. They look at my cart, they wanna die. Don't get me wrong, you can make steals like that, but it's not likely that everything you're getting is really good product. Even if you look something up, let's say they have a shirt there for $5. I look it up on eBay. I see some that have sold for $35, $40. I'm like, ooh, that's a lick. But then I don't take into account the fact that there was only 5 of those sold in the last 3 months. And when I looked up the active comps, there was a shit ton, and there was some that was even selling it like 11 because they bought it and they're tired of holding on to it. Now we're learning. So for real, learn how to limit yourself. Like, no, try to catch yourself in the act, bruh. There have been times where I'm at a garage sale or an estate sale and I'm going fucking crazy on some brands I ain't never heard of. I ain't even looking them up. It's vintage trench coats. I'm like, oh, these look sick as hell. Cop. $5? Cop. I still have them. That estate sale was like probably 6 months ago. So yeah, you live and you learn. See, here's something that I literally have an active return for right now. I haven't learned my lesson yet. Not testing electronics or checking clothes for flaws like holes in pockets. I sold a Sony receiver, I'm talking like them big clunky receivers that I don't even know what you do with them. You hook up speakers and it has like a equalizer on it, and I don't know. That is crazy insane work, bro. My first YouTube video, camera died. Rookie mistake. But anyways, man, I got one for $5 because the person who had it didn't know what it was. They are currently selling on eBay for like 120, 130. So lick. And I didn't really know how to test it because I didn't know how to hook it up. I think you have to have like special speakers. So plugged it in, lights all turned on. I pressed all the buttons, they all felt really good. I was like, shit, tested, it works. Yeah, it didn't work. He got it, and he said it does work when it's on max volume. Only when it's on max volume. So that thing is like big, bruh. 25 pounds. So I sold it to him for $110. He paid $20 shipping. And since it was my fault and I believe in good business, I paid the return shipping. So I had to send him his $110 back. Plus $20 from me to cover his shipping. And then another $20 to get it sent back to me. So I am right now $40 in the hole. And I tried like looking up I don't know. I'm probably going to be kind of fucked on that one. But that's what I get. Always test any electronics you get. Any electronics you get, test it. I don't care if it's a damn thermostat, bro. I don't. Test it. Make sure it works. Same with clothes. I can't tell you how many times, at least I've like bought something before checking it over, let alone selling it. I've only done that once. Just checking for holes in the pockets, big stains, or you just always want to have your back covered. And I mean, if you have integrity in your business, you should really only want to be sending out products that are good, that aren't damaged. If I ever find a hole or like a really bad stain in a shirt, I'm not getting it. Anyway, so this last thing we got is if you're a new reseller, I mean, it's not super important that you start this now, though I do recommend that you start it ASAP. It'll just make life a little bit easier. I say as soon as you're hitting like 100 a month, 200 a month, especially in profit, start cross-listing. I personally use Nifty. I use Nifty.ai. I'm not sponsored. It's just a great program. It's amazing. I'll go take pictures of 10 pieces of clothing or whatever. I will put my pictures into Nifty. It will generate me titles for all of them, descriptions. It'll put the sizes, and all you have to do is put in the shipping options. I have ChatGPT redo their title, because their titles are like mid sometimes, and my ChatGPT bot is pretty good at making titles now. And once you do start cross-listing, make sure you check it over, because it's not perfect. It is AI, so it'll say brown is like olive green, or that a 18 is a 16. But all this to say, the very weak, it's $40 for the base Nifty subscription, $40 a month, which is a lot, and why I didn't already start doing this. But the very week that I started cross-listing, what I made just off Depop alone already paid the $40 for the subscription. So as soon as you're seeing some success, pull the trigger. Because if I hadn't waited so long, I wouldn't have had to manually go cross-list so much stuff. It is easier with Nifty, but like I already had 400 items, and the only way to do it, to like get eBay, what you have on eBay, onto these other platforms, is to go into Nifty and like manually do each fucking item. It realistically took me like 3 days, probably a total like 8 hours. That's why I say you should get on it early, just to save yourself some headache, and just to make yourself some more money. Like, the stuff that I was selling in the first month on Depop, Poshmark, and Mercari was inventory that I had forgotten about. Like, some shit that I got like 6 months ago or a year ago, which honestly really surprised me. Like, once I saw the stuff that was selling on especially Depop, because it's only clothes, I was so happy that I did it, and so mad that I didn't do it sooner. By the way, let me put y'all on game. Another reason to cross list and not just list on eBay. We know them fees hurt sometimes, man. We know them fees hurt. Them fees just kind of bend you over sometimes. Depop don't got no fees, man. And if it is, it's like I think if you boost your items like a promoted listing, there's no fees, and it's fire. If I sell something for $30, I'm getting like 29. If you sell something for 30 on eBay, you're getting what, like 21. So I sell probably more on Depop than eBay as of recently. Like, I got 6 items out on my table right now that I'm gonna prep up tonight to send out tomorrow. I just sold a Hollister jacket that I put on there maybe 3 days ago for like $45. I got it for $3. And guess how much I'm finna get? Like, probably $43, man. But hey, man, I just put y'all on some like terrific game, man. I'm really putting y'all on like a shirt or some shit. Putting you on like a pair of socks. Those are just some of the mistakes that I've made / I'm still making. My death pile is almost slimed out. I have not bought inventory for the past maybe month and a half. And I've just been trying to knock out my death pile because it was atrocious. So, death pile almost slimed out. I'm finna make a video about that here soon. If you fuck with the game, bro, subscribe. You hear me? I don't know how often I'm gonna be doing this, bro, but I've really been wanting to, because I started this whole shit just binge watching content about reselling. And there's just times where I do something and I'm like, damn, if I had known that 2 years ago, I'd have been. So you know what I'm saying? I'm really just here to, I want to help people kind of just get on easier, you know what I'm saying? Not make all the mistakes I did. But that's it for me, man. Real shit.
You can see me, bitch, I'm going up. Got this battle riding with me, bitch, yeah, I've been going up. I know if a bag is waiting for me, bitch, I'm showing up. Perk down, I'm on bubble guts. Road stroke with them bubble guts.